Hey guys, welcome back to another day of Hall of Fame bets, NBA player prop, and parlay research. Super excited to get this one kicked off. Guys, check the link down below in the description to check out these Hall of Fame bets tools. Excited to see who is all here. And guys, in the chat, drop your player props and parlays for tonight's games. Super stoked to get this kicked off. There's some really good games today. We have the Celtics and the Cavs. And then we have the Mavericks and the Thunder. So we have some really fun games here for us. So let's take a look here and see. I'm going to go over. And yeah, guys, drop your stuff down below. I'm just going to send a comment. Research. Sweet. So I just dropped a comment down there. So guys, make sure to drop that NBA player prop and parlay research. We are stoked to see what you guys have in store for us. So going over here now, I'm going to go over. I see Lux say, hey man, I'm new here, but I'm locked in trying to win big for the fam. Got you. Michael says Derek White under 8.5 rebounds plus assists. Egon says Horford under 19.5 PRI. So we can definitely take a look at both of those props. I'm going to go over to the Hall of Fame Bets Trends tool quickly. And we are going to see, let's take a look and see what we have in store. So I'm going to go for Lux. This is the trends tool. And what we can do here is we can select props that have hit in at least 70% of the last 20 games, for example. And we could see in a certain odds range. So I'm going to go minus 200 and above. So from this, we can then go I think that's good for now. And we can scroll through here and we can look for stuff that looks pretty good. For example, Reggie Jackson is hitting 100% of the last 5, 89% of the last of recent games, and 89% of 20. So let's take a look at this one. Reggie Jackson over 2.5 rebounds plus assists. So this is going to take us to Reggie Jackson's stat page now. And on his stat page, we can see for rebounds plus assists, let's go 2.5. So we can see in playoff games, this is hit in 78% of playoff games. So it's done well in the playoffs. How about against Minnesota? We can see he's in 100% of games against Minnesota. We can also see it's rebounds plus assists, yes. And this is being offered on ESPN Bet for plus 110. We can see that this is hit in, we want to see in playoff games, how many minutes is he playing in the playoffs, right? Because maybe his role's been cut down, right? We see he's only normally he averages 21 minutes per night. In the playoffs, his role has been cut to 10 minutes per night. So we want to see in games where he's played fewer than maybe like 12 minutes, what the performances look like. Looks like he's still hitting 80% when he's played them fewer than 12. Let's say fewer than 14. Still 76%. So still a really strong edge on this one here. So I'm liking this prop of Jackson. I'm liking this prop of Jackson 2.5 rebounds plus assists. Lux says, I'm in Texas. A lot of platforms I can't access. So, Lux, does that mean like Sportsbooks, FanDuel, DraftKings aren't available to you and you only have access to like Prize Picks and things of that nature? If you could explain the situation to me a little more, that would be super helpful so we can help you find some good stuff for tonight. In the meantime, I'm going to pop over to Michael and Egon and see what they have. So, I see Derek White under 8.5 rebounds plus assists. I typed in Michael instead of Derek White. Funny. So, yeah, we're looking at Derek White under 8.5 rebounds plus assists. So, we're going to go rebounds plus assists here. And we want the under. So, this is hit in 7 of 8 playoff games. I think this is probably the insight that he's looking at most here. We want to see against Cleveland how this is. Actually, this is funny. Because one of my friends today, I'm in Georgia, so he was using Underdog, and he put together like a pick'em, and he took the over of Derek White over 8.5 rebounds plus assists. And then he was asking me about it later, and I was showing him, right, in the playoff games, White had only gone over in 1 of 8 games. So it's good we're looking at the under here. So this looks like, really quite good there in terms of, White for the playoffs. Let's see against Cleveland how he's performed. Against Cleveland, hitting 67%, so still a positive edge there. One thing we may want to check, right, is, again, the playoffs. What are his minutes looking like? In playoff games, he is playing, looks like 33 minutes per night. So we want to see, like, when White's playing 30-plus minutes, for example, he's only hitting 42% of games. So let's see about when he plays 32, 37%. So, this under is definitely a little bit more risky in terms of his increase in minutes. However, in the playoffs, he's still been going under this line quite consistently. So that kind of gives us a mixed bag and kind of, a mixed array of what we want to look at here. So I'd say I'm pretty 50-50 on this one, Michael. I think if you're rocking off recent performances, it looks good. However, if you're looking at a larger sample of data over the course of the season, and when he plays more minutes, it doesn't look as good. Against Cleveland, it's solid. So I think, the case for it would be playoff games. Against Cleveland, it's performed well. The negative would be he's playing more minutes in the playoffs, so that could cause a risk. But considering he's played more minutes throughout the playoffs and still gone under in those playoff games, then we probably shouldn't be too concerned about it. So, yeah. I see Egon says Horford under 19.5 PRA. So we want Horford. I see Lux, you dropped the parlay there. For the parlays, Lux, let me know what the odds are for that parlay, or what is the value you get on your app that you're using? Is it 5x? What are you looking at there? Just so we can get an understanding, because a lot of it is not just about the percentage, but actually comparing the offered odds with the implied odds to know if we're getting good value or not. So what I want to take a look at here, this one is from Egon. So it's PRA. Under 19.5 for Horford. One thing we're going to want to check, right, is Porzingis playing. Looks like Porzingis will still be out tonight. So we want to see in games, right, this is a cool filter for anyone that's new, in games without Porzingis. How has this performed? See, it's only hitting 43% of games when Porzingis is out. That's a negative edge right there. How has it performed in the playoff games when Porzingis is out? Well, he's gone over on all 4 playoff games when Porzingis is out. So, that makes me feel a little bit safer about it now, too. We want to see in games against Cleveland, for example, how has it performed? He's gone under and, a good number of games against Cleveland, 83%, including the 3 recent playoff games. How does this get impacted in away games? Looks like Horford definitely jumped from 68% to 69%, so pretty similar there. We want to see, maybe without Porzingis, and in the playoffs, like how many minutes is he playing a night in this series? Well, he's playing around 30 minutes per night. That's what he's averaging. So we want to see, maybe in games this season, where he's playing, let's say 26 plus minutes, what it's looking like. Hitting 50% of games where he's playing fewer minutes. What about 30 plus? 46% of games. So again, that's where we see a little bit of the concern is the increased minutes. However, again, so far in the playoffs, he's been playing more minutes, but his production hasn't necessarily gone up. That's probably because tougher competition, things of that nature. So that's kind of a breakdown of that one, Egon. I hope that was helpful. I see Alexander says, show me something you think is 80 to 100% safe for Dallas versus OKC tonight. I got you, Mitrovic. It's never possible to make a play that's fully safe. There's no such thing as 100% safe. You could research a great play and it could still miss. So I want to be transparent about that. I don't want to be like, oh, this is guaranteed to hit. But one thing we can do is we can go over to NBA leaderboards here, another tool on Hall of Fame bets. And this is a play that I had actually built earlier in the day. So we can take a look here. And I'm going to go playoff games. And I'm going to see for the OKC game. And I'm going to see, like, in these playoff games, looks like Shea has hit 24-plus points in all 7 of them. So I may add that to a parlay, right? I know that's lower odds, but stick with me here. Now, I can toggle all these different stats, right? And then this is where I go to, rebounds, and then I start to toggle here. Oh, wow. Well, Chet has hit 6-plus rebounds in all 7 playoff games. And then maybe I want to go back to points. And this is something that I've already made yesterday, but Jalen Williams, 16-plus points and 100% of playoff games. So now, combining those, right, if I go over to the Parlay Optimizer, so if I go over to the Parlay Optimizer now, I could go Chet Holmgren. We could go rebounds, 6-plus. And then we could go Shea for 24-plus points. And then we could add in, finally, Jalen Williams for 16-plus points. And so this was being offered on DraftKings at minus 105. This was being offered yesterday, so the lines may have shifted. But we can see that this parlay has hit in all 7 playoff games. It has hit in 57% of head-to-head games, so the positive edge there. Slight, probably around 5% or so. Positive edge there. We can see in away games, this is hitting 46% of away games, plus 115, so slight negative edge there. But I like the recent playoff performances. And we can see in the last 20, hitting 57% of the last 20, 7 of the last 10. So yeah, this is how I build a parlay that's hitting 100% of playoff games. That doesn't mean it's 100% likely to hit tonight, but it's saying, so far in the playoff games, it's in each playoff game. Do we expect this to continue or not? And it looks pretty solid in my opinion, right? Holmgren rebounding quite aggressively in the playoff, Che's points, and Williams has stepped up too. So yeah, and then if you wanted to add one more I had researched too, you could add in Lou Dort. I believe he's hit in 6-plus points in 100% of playoff games. Though I'm a little bit more nervous about the Dort one. This one probably makes me the most nervous of them and why I didn't actually end up including it. But we could see in playoff games, this is hitting 100%. Each of the 7 Thunder playoff games, this is hitting every single one of them. So, Alexander, I hope that was helpful. That's how we put together pretty safe parlays for the most part. Again, not 100% chance it's going to hit. But based on the data, it's very likely it could repeat again, if that makes sense. So I hope that was helpful. And for anyone wondering what these tools are that we're using, so that's the Parlay Optimizer, leaderboards. All this is from Hall of Fame Bets. Guys, check out the link in the description. You can sign up there and use the promo code down below to get 25% off your first month. This is a really great tool, super helpful for your betting research if you're betting quite frequently. And you're going to, improve your research process a ton with this and find more successful plays, I think. So, yeah, that's a breakdown of it. I see OVO is here, footing the culture, my guy. He says, also, blowout nature could be helping for his numbers here. If it's a close one for once, that would worry me. Every game, it looks like he goes under the line because Tatum is doing a good job, and there's really no need. Yeah, that's a great point there as well, OVO. Alexander says, what are we thinking Isaiah Joe under 2.5 threes made? Yeah, we can take a look at that one here. So I'm going to go over to stats. I'm going to go to Joe. And I'm going to go to his threes. So we're going to look at his three-pointers here. So he's gone under. One thing I would say, Alexander, this is at minus 400. So you aren't, if you're betting this as a straight, not a ton of value here, right? I believe that means, if you bet $1, you will get back, I believe, 25 cents. Let me double. I'm not exactly sure. Let me see. I'm going to try it on DraftKings right now. I don't know if this is available on DraftKings actually, but yeah, you're getting a very small payout is what I mean at least. So that's something to keep in mind with this one here. But yeah, I mean, overall, you're still not getting, like, it's kind of pretty consistent. We see in playoff games, this is hit in 2, 4. This hit in 6 of 7 playoff games, so he did go over last game against Dallas. Against Dallas, he's gone under in all but the last game this season. And like in playoff games, it's performed well. How about in away games? Gone under in 74% of away games. So the implied odds here of minus 285, and it's being offered at minus 400. You're actually losing quite a bit of value here is what I would be saying, to be honest. Alex, I think at minus 400, you can find much safer props that have hit far less, but I would say the playoff data and the data against the Mavericks does look pretty good too. Final thing we want to check is just his minutes, right? In playoff games, averaging around 15 minutes, so we want to see, when he's playing, when Joe's playing at least like 12 plus, hitting 75% of games. I'm using it on a parlay, that's why I was asking. It does boost it to an overall odd. Got it, Alexander. Yeah, I feel like at minus 400, you could probably find something maybe slightly safer. I think overall it's safe, but, I think when we're assessing value, right, we're assessing the implied odds to the offered odds, and it's saying that, you should be getting better odds for this bet, right? Like, the data is saying, based on the, in games where Joe's played 12-plus minutes, you should be getting minus 300 odds. That would be fair odds for this. So that's just one thing to consider. Again, I think, it's still a good prop if you want to add it to a parlay. Still pretty safe overall, but I hope that was helpful. I see Egon goes Pritchard 3+ assists. Definitely take a look at that. And then Lux has a parlay for us that we're going to take a look at, and then I'm going to pull some more stuff up there. OVO, I'd be curious to see what you have for us as well. And yeah, OVO, what are your thoughts on the whole Drake-Kendrick Lamar situation, just in terms of who you thought won the beef, who you thought lost? I'd be just curious to hear down below in the chat if you have any opinion on that, since, you do go by OVO. You're from Canada, so would love to get your thoughts on the whole situation, if you're a Drake guy or not. So let's take a look here, though, at Lux's. So we're going to go to the NBA. We're going to go to the Parlay Optimizer. And we see here. Okay. Josh Green, 6+ points. I know that's the same as over 5.5. So we're going to look at Josh Giddey for 8 points. Okay. Moving to Williams at 5 points. Oh, wrong Williams. My bad. At 5 points. And then we want to add in Hauser for 6. Alex says, I appreciate you, my guy. I'm going to go finish setting up my parlay. Keep up the good work and stay safe. Of course, Alexander, thank you for tuning in, bro. And yeah, best of luck with your parlay betting for tonight. And, we're here once a week. And, if you do subscribe to Hall of Fame Bets, we do another live stream in our Discord community too. So, and it's a community of like really smart analytical bettors is what I'd say. You can ask OVO about it. So, but yeah, best of luck with the parlay and best of luck with your bets for tonight. And then finally, we'll add in Hauser here. So we want to go Hauser for 6+. And guys, just checking in. How's the audio? How's the video quality? Is everything running smoothly? We're outside again today because it's pretty nice out here in Georgia, but want to just make sure it's working all well for you guys as well. So, Yeah, so we see this parlay. This is to Prize Picks 19x flex, 30x power play. So that means you get 19 times your money. I think you're getting some good value here then, because, you know, this is hit in 14% of games this season, plus 640. So that's saying that's saying you should be able to 6x. So getting 19x, you're getting probably some good value. Patrick says video and audio quality is good. Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate that. We want to see in playoff games how it's performed though. Wow, so this has struggled quite a bit, and this is probably why you're getting it now for 19x, because in playoff games, it has really struggled this. It's really performed poorly in playoff games. So we see in playoff games, for example, that this is hit in only 6% of them, or it would only hit in 6% based on Green is hitting 4 of 9, 5 of 7 for Giddey, 4 of 7 for Williams. That's only 13% of those games, and then Hauser's hitting 4 of 8. So, I think you're getting fair value here, but, Prize Picks is saying at 19x, this is a long shot play. The data is saying this is very much a long shot play that you're not getting too much good value on. And again, when we're talking about 4 of 9, 5 of 7, 4 of 7, 4 of 8, right, and you combine those all together, that's how we're getting a probability of 6% that occurs. So I would just say if you do decide to go with this play, be very smart about your unit size here, okay? Be extremely smart about your unit size, because this, think about if you're going to put some money down on it. Okay, I know there's a 6% probability of this hitting. So depending on your bankroll and how much money you have, make sure you bet if you do decide to go with it. Like this is a 6% chance of winning, right? So a very, very slim chance of winning this play, right? 1 in 20 is what I would say. So, yeah, I hope that was helpful. Lux, Prize Picks, there's not the opportunity for those alt lines, so you have to be really careful with some of these overs and unders that you're looking at there. Okay, I see from OVO. I got a long shot play I low-key like, if there's no blowout. OVO, let's take a look at it. I'm digging the long shot plays today, so let's take a look at this one. Let's see if we can make some money, some big money tonight. And again, guys, like I always stress, just make sure we're be responsible, right? Don't bet over your head. Play it smart, but it's fun. It's fun if we do some good research. Put a few bucks on it. It can be fun, right? A lot of fun. So, okay. He has PJ 4 rebounds, Shea 4 assists. OVO, what are the odds you're getting for this parlay? Luka 6 rebounds. Okay. Yeah, please let me know the odds that you have for this OVO. I'd love to hear. And then we're going to go Adleg, Gafford, rebounds. We want 4. Then we're going to add Lively. Plus 1,300. Okay, I like this. Lively for 4. Then we're going to add in. And guys, for anyone who's wondering how's he cooked this up? How's he cooked this up? OVO, one of our Hall of Fame Bet subscribers, footing the culture. He's got SGA for 25 plus. Then he's got Gafford for blocks 1. Kyrie 3 assists. Whoa, this is a big play, OVO. Kyrie Irving. Assists 3 plus. And then we've got Giddey 2 rebounds. Wait, is that on top of it too? Is this everything, or is it that next line as well? That includes Giddey 2 rebounds, Gafford 7 points, J-Dub, and then Chet as well. Is that all? Is this all still one parlay? Let me know down below. This is everything. Okay. This seems, I had to say, although it is a plus 1,300, it does make me a little nervous just because there's so many legs. But we'll see what the PO is saying on this one too. And then also, we could build a larger parlay using the trends tool in a second as well. I think that would be fun for tonight. Something I'm looking forward to. So, Giddy points 6+. Gafford 7 points. J-Dub is which Jalen Williams? Sorry, I forget which one has the nickname J-Dub. I believe it's going to be Jalen Len. But if you could remind me, I'm going to add in chat for now. See, I think OVO, part of what makes me nervous about this one is like a prop like Chet 9 under 9.5. That's a pretty, I wouldn't say it's a super risky prop, but it can be a little more it's a little, it's not super clear cut. And then on top of that, we still have 10 legs. That's what makes me, so let's take a look and see what you've cooked. I don't want to judge too much yet, because I'm sure you've come with some good stuff. So let's take a look. Rebounds and assists. And then we want 6. Okay. Guys, we are putting it to the test, the Parlay Optimizer. 13 legs here, shared by our guy, Footing the Culture OVO. And we see this is hit in 12% of games. Okay. OVO, I cannot hate too much. Plus 740 to the plus 1300. Again, 12% is still, guys, please bet responsibly. 12% of games is only hitting 12%, so bet like it's only the 12% likelihood of occurring. But in terms of value that we're getting on the sports book, there's some good value here. So OVO, off to a great start. See in playoff games. Okay. I like this. We have 9 of 9, 6 of 7, 9 of 9, 7 of 9, 8 of 9, 5 of 7, 6 of 9, 9 of 9, 9 of 9, 5 of 7, 6 of 9, 6 of 7. Okay, I'm liking this for a total of 19% plus 425. That looks good. Seeing head-to-head games. Performed, 43% of OVO. OVO, you may have cooked. You may have done some very nice work here, my friend. I was a little skeptical as I was going through the legs and adding 13 plus legs, but I think this is a good parlay. For the odds you're getting, right? Considering you're getting plus 1300 for this, I think you're getting some good value considering all these head-to-head performances, the playoff performances, and then overall we're still getting a positive edge. So, kudos to you, my man. You've done really well here. If anyone's interested in tailing with OVO, again, reminder, still like only a 12% probability that this hits, but we found some really good points. So I'll read it out. PJ Washington, 4+ rebounds. SGA, 4+ assists. Luka Doncic, 6+ rebounds. Gafford, 4+ rebounds. Lively, 4+ rebounds. SGA, 25+ points. Gafford, 1 block. Irving, 3 assists. Giddy, 2+ rebounds. Giddy, 6+ points. Gafford, 7+ points. Holmgren, under 9.5 rebounds. And then J-Dub, 6+ rebounds plus assists. So, shout out to OVO on that one. Well done, my friend. Guys, if you guys want to research great parlays that have hit in 43% of games at plus 135 and are being offered for plus 1300, like my friend Footing the Culture OVO, check out the link in the description. Get 25% off your first month using the promo code down there as well. All right. Does anyone have any player props parlays that we want to look at tonight before we look to maybe build something a little bit more fun? And you know what we may do too? We're going to try and keep the legs shorter because OVO's already built a big play that has a lot of legs. I'm going to try and build like a plus 1,000 or so with only a few legs. So we're going to take a look at hit rate. I'm going to say I want props that have hit in 80% of the last 10. And then I want odds that are like even or above. Could we even bump this? Could we go, is 90% of the last 10? Is 100%? Okay. Let's go 80%. All right. And we want for tonight's games too. Okay. So it looks like we're mainly leading props for the Celtics game. So let's see what we can do here. Okay. Just taking a look here and seeing what we got. Let's see. Let's go actually. I'm going to bump this down for the hit rate to 70% of the last time. Okay. Let's see. Horford under 1.5 threes could be an interesting one. We could also take a look at head-to-head. Maybe we do that. We go like have to hit like an 100% of head-to-head. Let's see. We can maybe. I'm just looking for some longer shot props here. What about our stars? I'm going to go over to leaderboards and see. Maybe that can help us a little bit more. I'm at 20%, so I just got to keep in mind the battery there. So let's see, like Luka. Let's see Luka. Luka for 34 plus. Let's see. Looks like he hasn't had a strong playoff, so maybe we want to go rebounds. Not much juice there. Let's see for Shea. Maybe we go Kyrie to go off tonight. Let's see in playoff games. Okay. Maybe we work with Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell for 29 plus points. Let's take a look at that. So we're going to go over to the parlay optimizer. And we are going to go Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell, 29 plus points. And that's playoff games versus Boston. And then we want to take a look at and see rebounds. Let's go Tatum 10 plus rebounds. Add leg. Tatum rebounds 10 plus. No Donovan Mitchell tonight. That sucks. Damn. So let's see head to head. Okay, I like Tatum 10 plus rebounds though. So back to the drawing board. We're gonna take a look at let's see for assists. What about Kyrie 6 plus assists? I like that. So let's go. We'll add to this. I'm going to go Kyrie. Assists, 6 plus. Let's go back over to leaderboards. We are going to go steals. Doncic for 2 plus steals. He's been locked in defensively, trying to make a statement in this playoffs. Steals 2 plus. So this is only hitting 7% of games, but if we look at playoff games, head-to-head playoff games, looks like Tatum's hitting 2 of 3. Doncic is hitting all 3, and Kyrie is hit in 2 of 3. Interesting. So that's hitting 44%. It's a really small sample size. How about general playoff games? How about head-to-head generally? How this is performed. Okay. I don't hate this. I'd be curious to see right now what this is being offered at. So I'm going to go to DraftKings. Actually, we may get this better on FanDuel. So let's take a look on FanDuel and see what we got. My laptop's just about to die here. I'm at 13%, so we'll probably wrap it after this. But curious on your guys' thoughts, too, in the chat. What do you guys think about this parlay that we're building here? So we're going to go NBA. We are going to go rebounds. Jason Tatum, 10 plus. We're going to go a 6 plus assist for Kyrie. And then we are going to add in defensive. We may want to add one more to this. Player defense. Luka 2 steals. That's plus 526. Yeah, let's see if we can add one more to this. Let's see. Threes. Threes could be a good one. Let's see here. Let's see. Rebounds. Just toggle a little more. I'm just taking a look here and seeing what we got. Danielle says, don't forget to add with Donovan out. Might become a blowout and players might not play a full game. Stay hungry. That's a good point. That's a good point there. So, yeah, you know what? We'll leave it at this. Let's see in games. I'd be curious to see. Yeah, that's a good one with the Tatum rebounds, 10 plus. Though I think the Cavs will. The Cavs have been decent without Mitchell too, so I'm not too worried about a blowout. But there's always that potential there. So this is being offered at plus 525. So yeah, guys, I think we'll wrap it up there. You know, Tatum 10 plus rebounds, Irving 6 plus assists, Doncic 2 plus steals could be an interesting one. But Danielle does bring up a great point in terms of Mitchell being out. If it's a blowout, that could affect Tatum's stats. So something to keep in mind. But yeah, I want to thank you guys all for tuning in to another Hall of Fame Bets live stream. Appreciate all the support. Best of luck with your guys' bets. And for anyone new that wants to have access to these phenomenal research tools, I recommend checking them out down below. Link in the description, and use the promo code to get 25% off your first month. Best of luck to the subscribers. I will see you in the Discord. To everyone, I will see you back again next Monday. Take it easy, y'all. Peace.